What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys sort of an intro to Arc Raiders. A lot of you guys have probably seen tons of videos, streamers playing this game. Maybe you're unsure what it is about, or maybe you are, you are pretty familiar with the game and you just want to see what I have to say about it. But I'm catering this video a little bit more towards the people from my community, from my channel, and from my streams that are used to seeing either Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Battlefield, and they're probably wondering, what is this game all about? So the first question that comes to mind is, what is an extraction shooter? Basically, you're dropped into a map, and in that map, you have to go to different POIs to loot resources. Resources could be anything from a washcloth to, an engine part, a computer part, or a gun, ammo, tons of things that you're gonna need. Basically, what you're gonna do is loot it up, go to these different POIs. Some places are, hot zones. Some others are a little bit more chill. And in this game, there's also these arcs or these AIs and these robot and drones that are flying or moving around the map that are actually going to kill you. And not to mention that you also have other players in the map dropping in that also are, collecting resources, looting up. And if you're playing solos, for the most part, people are friendly, so they'll let you go about your business. Maybe they might trade some items with you. Maybe you're looking for certain things, they're looking for certain things, or guys might even want to team up, because some of those robots are no joke. But primarily what you want to do is you want to jump into the map. There's a certain time you want to collect the resources and the loot that you need and get out of there. So basically extract, evacuate, whatever you want to call it, and bring all your loot back to your home base, which is the lobby, or in this case Speranza. And then from there, you got to get crafty with it. Maybe you want to craft a weapon, maybe you want to upgrade a weapon, maybe you want to upgrade your resources as far as healing items, grenades. It could get very complicated, so we're gonna take it one step at a time in this video. I'm gonna do sort of an intro video to it. I've had a lot of friends ask me, I have no idea what this game is about and how you even play or how you even start. So with this video, we're gonna do sort of an intro video to Arc Raiders, at least with my understanding from only playing it for like about a couple of weeks. And we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna go into one match. Hopefully we don't die, and I'm going to show you how it kind of works, and hopefully we can extract successfully. And then I'll break down the menu and everything you're going to see in game, and we're going to start step by step. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab your favorite snack, and just pay attention for a bit, because you're going to want to understand how this works. And I'm telling you, if you kind of get the gist of everything that's going on, you're going to probably get addicted to this game the same way I did, and you're going to want to team up, get some friends. That's when it becomes a sort of PvP type of game where you're fighting and taking other people's loot by eliminating them and bringing it back to your home base, Speranza. So with that being said, please, guys, if you can, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below if you've been playing the game. What are your thoughts? And of course, any suggestions are welcome. I'm still learning. I'm no expert at all on this game, but I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to explain to a lot of my friends and a lot of people in my community that have been asking about the game, whether they should buy it or how to even start or how to play this game. Sit back, enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump into Arc Raiders. All right, so we're here in the main menu. We're in Speranza, and I'll explain what Speranza is. I eliminated the cutscenes and the intro movie, so if you wanted to see all that, I'm pretty sure you can find it online. Or if you check out my first stream where I actually streamed this game, you're gonna see like the whole movie where they explain what Speranza is and blah blah blah, the whole storyline behind it. Long story short, we're in an underground civilization right now. As you can see, there's people drinking at a bar. I'm a raider. There are a couple of raiders. There's tons of raiders. That's what they're called. They go to the above, the top side, which is basically Earth now, where we're at currently right now. This is the top side. Remember, we're underground in this new civilization called Speranza, and you're going to the top side, which is where we're currently in real life living, which is Earth on the top side, on the crust, or whatever you want to call it. But it's been run down and overtaken by arcs. I think that's what they're called, Arc Raiders, whatever. They're basically, automated robots and AIs that are eliminating humans. So you don't want to go near them. And you got to go up there. You got to loot, scavenge, scavenge, you know, anything that you can find in this new, you know, rundown, abandoned earth, I guess you could call it, and bring it back down to Speranza, which is, you know, our underground civilization here. So if you take a look here at the menu, and if I remove my camera for 1 second, give me a moment. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm just gonna break what you're looking at. I'm gonna break it down for you. Right here, live event. There's live events that take place just like any other game, you know, whether you play Fortnite, whether you play Warzone, whether you play Apex, let you know what is going on. Feats are basically challenges or daily quests or things you need to do, depending, you know, to earn what they call here your cred or your currency or in-game currency. And then you have your quests here as well. So you want to earn a couple of things depending on which quest you do. So for example, in some of these, and I feel like I'm skipping a little bit, let me not get to that just yet. Up here, you have your coins, your cred. This is what you use to claim Raider deck rewards and Raider tokens. This is your actual currency. This is what you're going to use to, you know, go to the store. I'm going to just jump to it real fast right there. So if you want to buy anything, you know, if you upgrade to the deluxe edition bundle, which is what I have, it costs 2,400 of these Raider tokens. If you want this one, the Riposta set, it gives you, you know, your skin, your outfit, different customization options, and, you know, some little cool accessories for your backpack, like right here. And then there is emotes. There is an emote or more than one in this game. And then, of course, like features like for your face. There are a ton of things here. And you're going to need the Raider tokens that are up here in order to purchase this. So let's go back to the main menu. All right, so I'm back here on camera. I'm just gonna go through the top real quick, through the main menu at the top, so you understand what you're looking at, what you need to click on, and what to do. The first thing is your workshop. This is your apartment, I guess. I'm a little ahead of the game here because I've already crafted the workbench, the gunsmith, the gear bench, the utility station, the medical lab, the explosive station, and the refiner. These things here are what you're gonna use, and remember what I stated at the beginning of the video. You're going to have to go to the top side, or, you know, get into a map, get into a game, and you're going to want to get resources in order to be able to craft this workbench. Once you craft the workbench, from there, you're going to have blueprints. So you're going to be able to make, for example, as you can see right here, it says craft on the right-hand side. You're going to be able to craft this gun here, which is called the Pharaoh 1. Or you can craft a light shield, or you can craft a looting augment, which I'll explain in a second, or a hairpin pistol, you know, just go down the list of stuff, light ammo, shotgun ammo, bandages. And right here, it'll tell you the required resources. So if you take a look to the right, you need, you know, 3 metal parts and you need 2 chemicals. I have 138 metal parts and I have 152 chemicals. So I should be able to craft a decent amount of ammo. Same thing goes here for example, a bandage to heal yourself, which is a quick use item. You need 5 pieces of fabric. I have 176. Like I said, I've been playing this game for a couple of weeks and I've been just stocking up loot. So you're going to need all these benches to craft, for example, guns, attachments, gears like augments, which I'm going to get to in just 1 second. Utility station. So a little smoke grenade, a door blocker, a zip line, a Raider hatch key, a photoelectric cloak. Once again, the resources, they're going to state and show you on the right hand side what you need to find. So that's what makes this game pretty interesting, because everyone's going to be on sort of a different mission. Let's say your personal mission, you're low on bandages and you need bandages. You're going to go to the top side. When your mission or your personal mission is going to be, I need to find fabric. I need 5 pieces of fabric for every bandage. Let's say you want to craft 10, do the math. That's how much you need to get. So every resource does count, I guess you could say, because eventually you're going to need to craft all these things. A defibrillator is to pretty much revive someone that's been downed or restore some health. You could go through these and read everything. It's a lot, but it is what it isn't. Once you get used to the game, you'll understand. And a light impact grenade, you need 3 chemicals and you need 2 plastic parts. The blue shows you how much you have. So I have 152 and I have 80 plastic parts. So you can use that to craft a light impact grenade. You can also level up your guns. So weapon upgrades. So, you know, You have your basic level 1, 2, 3, 4. The higher, the better. And it's going to tell you the components or the resources you need to do so. And up here on the right hand side, you have the statistics of each weapon. Same goes for some other things, if I'm not mistaken. But let's say, for example, something else you need to take into consideration. You could level up your gunsmith workstation to level 2. And here it's going to tell you need 3 rusted gears, you need 5 advanced mechanical components, and you need 4 sentinel firing cores. Once again, there's tons of things to do. So the first thing you need to do, you need to craft and make these benches. So you're going to want to keep tabs. You can hit track resources right here at the bottom right hand corner to track the resources. So when you jump into the map, you know what you're looking for and you're not just looting anything. So for example, in this case, let's say you were looting for this Looting MK1 augment. You're going to track the resources because you need 6 plastic parts and you need 6 rubber parts. And when you're in the game and you go, you pause the game and you go to what you're tracking, you'll know what you're looking for and whether you found what you needed. All right, another little funny thing here. You've probably been seeing it and hearing it while I was explaining the stuff. Is why is there a rooster in the game? It's just a little fun little item, or not item, thing that they added. His name is Scrappy. You click on it, and yes, I put a little hat on him. I got that from the upgraded deluxe version. He's a little accessory that you can add to him. There are a lot of other funnier ones too, like goggles, an astronaut helmet, and a whole other things. If you go into the shop or the battle pass, or not the battle pass, the decks, whatever they call it, we'll get to that in a second. You can get things for Scrappy. What he does is, while you're out and about on the map and you're scavenging and you're looking for loot, he's also going to work. So right now he's level 2 right here. So he's a forager. So far I just logged in the game today. This happens after a match, and this also happens maybe when you log in the game later on. He found, for example, metal parts, fabric, plastic parts, chemicals, rubber parts, and assorted seeds he's found for us, so we can claim it. And there you go. Now you have all those parts and resources in your stash, which I'm gonna get to. So make sure to train him. You can train him, and every time you train him, it tells you what you need in order to train him to the next level. So right now, where I'm at currently, I got to get him 3 lemons and 3 apricots, and then he's gonna level up. And I guess he finds better loot the better trained he is, or more loot the better trained he is. So keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go to the tab inventory. This is probably the most crucial or important part of this game. Right here is at the bottom. I'm on keyboard and mouse. It'll explain, or not explain, it'll display what button or key you need to press in order to check your inventory. And this is basically the most important thing you need to understand in this game. I'm going to break it down very simply. Let me move my camera once again. All right, so what you're seeing here on the left hand side, I'm gonna click on all. This is your entire stash. This is everything you've looted and collected. I have it right now sorted by rarity. So legendary is yellow. I got a snap hook, a gadget that allows the user to scale structures and cover large distances. And then it goes down by the rarity of, the items. So these are purple items, these are blue items, green items, and then you have your your common, just gray items with no color. And over here you have them in categories. So you have your augments, your shields, your weapons, your ammunition, your weapon mods, your quick use items, your keys, your crafting metals, and your miscellaneous items. And these are all important depending on what you're doing. If you're crafting weapons, you're crafting grenades, you're crafting shields, you're crafting workbenches, you're crafting anything in this game, you're gonna need most of these items. Then the other thing you need to also understand, I trust me guys, I know it sounds complicated, but believe me, I learned this in it took me 2 weeks to get the hang of everything, or actually less. But you can also sell stuff for money, or you can recycle them for other parts. So for example, see, you see that little icon right there that shows that I'm tracking this for a blueprint. So right now, if I wanted to, I probably don't need this item. I need this one here because it has an icon on it. But let's say this one here, advanced electrical components. Maybe I need this item. I can recycle this or sell it, but in this case, recycle it. So I can get 2 of these electrical components, which I'm actually currently tracking for a certain blueprint that I need. I'm not going to tell you right now, guys, to go and sell everything, but you're going to want to also, you're going to need money. And there's a big currency value up here. It's your currency or your coins. One of the main things you want to buy, especially right off the gate when you're playing this game, is to expand your stash size. And as you can see, it costs 40,000 coins to expand it another 24 slots. So the more slots you have, the more things you can store. So this is your entire stash broken down by category. And if you want to equip anything, this is your loadout. This is the loadout you're going into a game with. So the first thing you need is an augment. You have a combat augment, you have a combat augment Mark 1 or a combat augment Mark 2, which is rare. The same thing, you also have looting augments. And it tells you, if you look right there, it tells you everything that it's going to give you by equipping this. So you're going to see, you're going to get 18 slots for, you know, for your backpack. You're going to get 4 for quick use, and you're going to get 1 safe pocket. So for example, just for explanation purposes here, or actually I might run this right now in the match. You're going to place this right here. There you go. So as you can see, now you have 18 items you can hold in your backpack. If I remove this, it's down to 10. If you get a combat one, you go here, it added some, but you only get 16. You bring it back, and there you go. You're back down to the basic loadout. Looting is probably the more important one, at least for now. So you want the most space on your backpack. Anything in your safe pocket, and I'm going to explain in just 1 second what that is. So for example, these are all your guns. I don't have anything right now. I'm pretty, you know, not doing so good here. Plus I haven't played the game in a couple of days. But for example, you want to, let's say, shields. You have medium shields and light shields. For this one, I'm going to utilize a medium shield, but I can't use it because I have a regular looting. So I have to use a light shield. So for example, here, there you go. To use a blue shield, I'm going to have to change this augment to a blue. You see? And then now I can use a blue shield. But right now, we're not going to go and try battle or fight. Hopefully not. I'm going to do more for looting. And you're going to put a light shield. There you go. And that tells you the health too, by the way. The durability, 100 out of 100. Because these items don't last forever. So if you get shot up, if you play them with a couple of matches, it's going to go down, the durability, and eventually it's going to be useless, and you're going to have to just pretty much sell it. To be quite honest with you, I wouldn't even bother to recycle it. And let's say you want to go in with a weapon. Let's do something I could show you here live, or I guess it's live. Let's go to the gunsmith, right? Let's say the Pharaoh for now. This is a pretty decent weapon to start off with. Nothing crazy. Let's craft it. Remember, 5 metal parts and 2 rubber parts here to craft a Pharaoh. Now let's say I wanted to upgrade it. This is the number 1. I need 7 metal parts, which I have 146. Now I have an upgraded Pharaoh here in my stash. If I wanted to upgrade it again from a Pharaoh 2, if you look at the top right, from a Pharaoh 2 to Pharaoh 3, now I need 9 metal parts, and I need 1 simple gun part, which I do have. So for example, I can upgrade it. Now I have a Pharaoh 3. If I wanted to make it a Pharaoh 4, now I need 1 mechanical component and 1 simple gun part, which I do. I have 5 and 7. So now it's a Pharaoh 4. So now we can go into a match a little bit more confident. So for example, go back to your stash. And as you can see, I have a Pharaoh 4 now. Take that, put it right there. You're also going to need ammunition. This takes, hold on, it takes heavy ammo. It tells you right there, ammo type, heavy ammo. Don't worry, you're going to learn a lot of these things and memorize them. But for the most part right now, if you need it to, just hover over the weapon and you're going to see the ammo type. So right now, I have this and this. And remember what I told you. You can go back. This is why you work your workshop is very important. You go to your workbench, and if I need to craft heavy ammo, I need 3 metal parts and I need 2 chemicals, which I do have. And this tells you how much heavy ammo do you need. 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. Craft 40. Go back to inventory. And see, now you can equip those 40 in there as well. We're going to go into this match just with a Pharaoh, this heavy ammunition, a light shield, and that's it. And I don't really... Oh, of course. See, now I'm messing up a little bit. Hold on. You need a quick use item. So don't forget, you're going to need to take with you some bandages. You can't... Or I guess 5 is a maximum. You go 5 out of 5, and then 1 here. And you're also going to need a shield recharger. So you're gonna have to recharge your shield. So as you can see here, I don't have one, right? So what does that mean? I need to craft it. So let's do that. So right here, where is it? Shield recharger. To recharge your shield, which is very important in this game, especially if you get shot, because remember, if you die, it's game over. You need 5 rubber parts and 1 arc power cell. So if you need another one, once again, 5 rubber parts and 1 arc cell. You can just skip doing it one at a time. Just keeping track of my equipment here. Right now it tells you in stash you have 3. So let's 2 more and let's make it a total of 5. Actually 6, I'm sorry. Because you're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to your tab. And go to quick use items. We should have them now in our inventory. Where are they? There you go. So here are the 5, and then there's 1 here. I'm gonna split the stack. All right, so I'm just only gonna take 3 with me. There's 2 here. You can combine, and there you go. And I'm gonna keep 3 in the stash. So far I think this is okay for now as a beginner and just going in not really knowing anything. You have a pretty good weapon. You have your looting augment. You have your light shield, you have your heavy ammo, you have your bandages, and you have your shield recharger, which is important because, like I said, you're going to see, we're going to need it. The logbook here, this is, let me just do this in order. Give me 1 second. All right. So next thing's up. This is your raider. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this is where you're going to customize your raider or your character. You have your customization, a whole bunch of things you can unlock. I'm not going to go through all this. It's kind of like the similar thing with any game. Accessories, backpack, outfits, helmets, goggles, you name it. Emotes. One of the more important ones is the don't shoot one. There's I can't hear you one. There's a cheer. There's like pew, 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 pew. This one I just unlocked. This is pretty cool. And there's one that says don't shoot, which is probably... Hello there. Negative. The one that you definitely want to have, just because, like, you could do that. Let's say you're not going to use your mic and you just want to express yourself with emotes. Thanks. Though there's a don't shoot one. It's on G. You hold the or press the G key on your keyboard, and then of course you could customize a Scrappy. Unless I have them customized. So, anyways, going back out of that customization, spend some time, enjoy it. Make your character one of a kind, and if you go into the store you can buy a bunch of items for your character. So the thing here, the skill tree, this is another very crucial thing for your character. I know, guys, this seems like a lot, but this is what makes this game intriguing and why you're going to spend a lot of time on it if you really get into it. It's not one of those games where you just jump in, shoot people, die, respawn, go back to the lobby, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, and you kind of get nothing out of it. This, you're like progressing and you're earning stuff and you're actually getting something out of the game versus just rinse and repeat type of games that I kind of got tired of. So here, this is your skill tree. So if you want to build your character towards conditioning, survival, or mobility, meaning right now I'm focusing a lot on mobility. So as you can see here, 1 out of 5, 0 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 1 out of 5. These things here, you can click on it and you need skill points, which is like it's a currency, and it allows you to climb faster, right? So for example, here you can climb and vault more quickly. I'm 1 out of 5. I guess when I claim it 5 times, my character is going to be able to climb and vault as fast as possible. And you're going to work your way all the way up to these, like, I guess, maximum, you know, ability items in the skill tree. I think survival and mobility are probably the most important, especially in an extraction shooter. So you're going to want to utilize your skill points very, you know, very smart here, or very intelligently with these on the map. So just go through it, see what you need, see if you want to slide further and faster, if you want to take less fall damage when falling from a non-lethal height. Make sure to use your skill points correctly. Survival, mobility, I would say prioritize those first. Then you have trials here. I don't know, I guess this is ranked basically. So if you're into that, go for it. This is an intro video. We're not going to get too, you know, deep into the woods with that. Expedition is basically like a reset. It's kind of like prestige. You go in, you get wiped. They take all your stuff. You keep a couple of things though. But, you know, once you hit level 20, you're able to kind of restart, I guess you could say. It's like prestige. If you ever played, like, for example, Call of Duty, where they wipe all your stuff out, you restart from scratch, but you earn prestige by doing so. As far as I'm understanding this, I'm pretty sure there's a bigger explanation on it. So right here, like it says, you go on an expedition and you kind of like lose everything, but it says in return your next raider gains a unique edge that lasts until the next expedition departs. So I can make a whole video on that later on. You have projects, that was projects. Then you have these codex. These are basically like your books, I guess, entries. So I got, let me see, 3 entries here. Storyline stuff. Nothing important for you to really know, at least as far as I know. So that's your raider tab here. Traders. I don't want to get too involved in these, but these are traders. These are people that you can actually trade money and resources for in exchange of goods. I think you should prioritize crafting first. So craft your workbenches, craft your weapons, get your resources. And here and there, you may want to come into this tab here because there are quests that you need to complete. So for example, if you go to Shani, right here.
Was it something else?
Let's say you wanted binoculars, you can trade 1,920 coins for it. Or let's say you wanted a raider hatch key, you can trade 9,000 coins for it. If not, you go to quests.
We've been trying to crack open those crates for ages, but so far,
so you see,
all of our attempts have destroyed.
Unfortunately, she's interrupting right now, but she has a quest. Visit a field depot, deliver a field crate to a field depot, and collect the reward. And then you're gonna get these rewards down here. You got a medium shield, and you got a combat MK1. So with that being said, make sure to check these tabs for some quests.
What a waste.
See, she tells
the fabric was squandering on parachutes.
She has trades here. So let's say you just wanted heavy ammo, you would have to trade 900 coins. Once again, I wouldn't do that just because, although I do have a lot of coins, prioritize expanding the stash. Same thing with here. These are medic items. These are explosives and grenades. And there are also quests for these. But like I said, for the most part,
come on in.
This is trading resources. So let's say you wanted, I don't know, for example, let's say there was an item you're still missing to craft something and you needed a battery. You can trade 5 assorted seeds for that battery, and now you complete your quest for your 4 batteries.
I'm just happy we're no longer mixing.
So I wouldn't waste too much time, at least at the intro part of this game, because you're going to get confused. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of things that you need to understand. But just know that here you can trade resources for items like guns, other resources. Like I said, let's say you needed 1 more battery, you had 3, you can trade seeds and you get 1 more battery. Now you got your 4 batteries, and now you can craft your grenade or something. That's why you may want to check in occasionally in here just to keep track of your items, and if you're missing just 1 item, you may be able to trade it for that. So that's what this trader section is. And you have quests. Take your time with it. Let me know in the comments below if you need me to explain this a little bit further in detail. I may do so, but just know right now, once again, this page is the most important one. You need all these stations, and you want to upgrade all your stations so you can, you know, craft your guns, craft your shields, craft your, you know, recharges and your quick heals and all that stuff. Traders, it's more if you're trying to trade for these items, it has worked here and there for me. There were certain items I needed, and I wasn't gonna go back into a whole match, and all I had to do was trade like that, assorted seeds, just for one more battery. Instead of me going back into an entire match just to get a battery, I traded the assorted seeds, got the battery, done deal. This here is basically your battle pass. So I'm gonna go through this very fast. I'm not gonna waste time on this. Up here you have your cred, or your, you know, V-Bucks, or your COD points, or whatever you want to call it, you know, and you're gonna use that to claim. Right now I have 106, so I already claimed this outfit. You can claim this, page 1, all these different items. Go to the next page, claim all these items. It's a battle pass, ladies and gentlemen. It's called cred, but it's basically a battle pass, and at the end you get, I guess, more raider tokens to use in the item shop or store, or whatever you want to call it. I think I covered all the grounds. These are all the quests I've tracked. So for example, remember what I told you, when you go to traders, and let's say you go to her,
We've been trying to crack open
I've
those
tracked
crates
this
for
quest,
ages,
right?
but so far,
So it's
all of our
on my
attempts have destroyed the
list of
contents
things to
as
do,
well.
or your logbook. Same thing with this one here. Deploy into Stella Montes and find and search 3 androids. So if you go back to the main menu, here are the quests right here, right under my camera. And those are the ones you need to do. So when you go into the top side, or you go to the top side, which you're about to load into a match, you want to keep track of these quests because you get your rewards. But more importantly, I think your resources to craft stuff are the most important things. So the first thing you're gonna do here, I play solos a lot, so I'm not gonna fill squad off, and I'm just gonna hit play. Here's your map. You have the battlegrounds, buried city, spaceport. You have a practice range if you just want to jump in, learn the mechanics, move around, get comfortable with the weapons. You're not gonna fight anyone, you're not gonna get killed. This is just the practice. Stella Montes and the Blue Gate. Just note that the difficulty level is right there. Don't miss it. It's gonna tell you how difficult these maps are. There are also night raids. Right now it's 20 minutes on this, where the map is nighttime and the loot is higher, but it is, once again, with increased loot value comes higher, if not the most difficulty. So you can see here the difficulty bar. If I go to spaceport, is down to 3 out of 5. If I go to damn battlegrounds, it's 2 out of 5, which is the one we're gonna jump in just for explanation purposes on this in this video. Buried City, 3 out of 5. This is another not too bad, but I'm not a big fan of that map. Blue Gate, I don't think I've jumped in just yet, or I did, and I think I died. There's an electromagnetic storm version of Blue Gate where there's lightning that does strike and can kill you. And Stella Montes, I think, is one of the ones where a lot of PvP happens because of the map size. So for example, look at this. It's like a sandbox. The loot value is in the middle. So you can only imagine everyone's going to run loot to the middle, and you're going to run across people. And for the most part, they're probably not going to be friendly, and everyone's going to go and try to kill you and take all your stuff. And on the map, you can see here, it tells you what type of POI it is: mechanical, technological, exodus, medical, industrial, electrical, security, commercial. And you're probably wondering, why do I need to know that? Is because one last thing before we jump in. If you go to workshop, let's say you're gunsmith, let's say your mission today is to craft this weapon here. You need mechanical components and you need simple gun parts to craft this Arpeggio 1. Where do you find mechanical components? Where do you find simple gun parts? Well, if you hover over it, it's going to tell you right there. Can be found in mechanical. This one, the simple gun parts, can be found in Raider and security area. Back to the map. So when we go here to damn battlegrounds, which we're about to load in, you can see right here, this is mechanical industrial. This is same thing, mechanical industrial. This is ARC. This is medical. This is an electrical and industrial POI. And the colors obviously mean better loot, but more difficult to be in there, and especially in the red zones because of the arcs, and then also because of other players who are gonna probably try to kill you to take your loot. But for the most part, like I said, most people have been friendly in solos. So with that being said, let me just go into this map and let me go through this gameplay here with my train of thought of what I'm technically going in here to do. Lock system book. Right now, I'm looking for one more cracked bio scanner in order to upgrade my medical lab to a medical lab 2. That's the that workbench that I have. In order to upgrade my gunsmith to level 3, I need 3 rusted gears that can be found in an industrial POI. Advanced mechanical components, I need 2 more, which can be found in mechanical POIs, and a sentinel firing core, which can be found in ARC. So I need 3 more. So we may want to go to an ARC area. We need to go to an ARC area. We need to go to a mechanical area. We need to go to an industrial area for the resources for a gunsmith 3. Remember, you can track what you need to do in those other tabs. So you can have a layout like this and you can see what you're doing, where you're going, what you need to get, and what your main goal is. I'm not too worried right now on these quests that are on the left here underneath the camera. Don't care for these too much. I may stumble upon one of these and do it, but right now I'm trying to upgrade my workbenches, my gunsmith, my refiner, my gear bench, and these are the components I need. So I need 1 more power cable. I need 1 more Hornet driver. So we're gonna go to ARC. We're gonna go to mechanical and electrical POIs. So let's go to it, and hopefully you guys enjoy here the gameplay as we go into damn battlegrounds. And we're in. So we're gonna go into this map, guys. Follow along with me. You saw what I'm looking for. These are the resources I need right now. My priority number 1 every time I play this game is to upgrade my workbenches, and I need those resources. So I know where I'm going. The animation is amazing in this game. The attention to detail in this game is great, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I hope we get a successful extraction here. I pushed the talk to, by the way, so have it is binded to my V key on the keyboard. So if we come across anyone, I can speak to them directly and go, look, I'm friendly. I'm trying not to fight you. I just want to get my resources and get out of here. So here we go. All right. So let me just close this. All right. So here we go on the map. We've just spawned over here. AO raise right here.
This is Shani. Hope you hear me all right.
We need, like I said.
If you stumble upon a crate, deliver it to a field depot so we can try to crack it open.
Okay. Let's see. This is daily system. Okay. Logbook. Here we go. So your map, and on the left-hand side, I think I may be blocking it with my camera, but we need to find 1 more cracked bioscanner, which is in medical. The medical is, see, sometimes you're spawned way too far out and it might not be worth looking for those right now, because look, the medical's all the way over here. So we're gonna skip that one. For this, we need rusted gear. We need to go to industrial. We need advanced mechanical components and a sentinel firing core, and these can be found in industrial. So industrial right now, it's over here. This is electrical and industrial.
Go to the power generation complex.
I'm gonna ping it, and that's where we're going. So this is technically jogging. What is considered jogging? If you press the shift key, you can hold the toggle. You can't infinitely sprint, so be careful. There is a stamina bar that does appear on the screen. Friendly, dude. Friendly.
Hey, don't shoot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot. Just don't give your back to people just in case, because you never know. They may try to shoot you when you're not looking. But as you can see, I told the guy don't shoot, and it appears he left me alone. Look at the stamina bar, by the way. See the stamina bar? You're going to want to stop running to recuperate. And remember that ability tree that I was telling you guys is important because you can increase your stamina. Uh-oh. I hear gunshots. Hopefully that's not towards me. Oh, he's behind me. Just got to be careful that he don't try to take me out. Okay. So we've reached the raider camp. Remember what I told you. It's important that you keep tabs on everything. All right, let's see here. I don't want to. You can loot that and search it, but it's going to cause a lot of noise if I breach it. So see, you want to break this open, and these are the items you get: a voltage and metal parts. I don't think I need any of these, but I'll take it with me just in case. And then eventually I may discard it if I come across what I'm actually looking for. So remember, what we're looking for here, I need to find a toaster. Maybe I should have went to residential, but either way, power cables and Hornet drivers. So let's go in here. And you're gonna see these little robots I'm talking about, and they're not little, and well, some are, but they're not friendly, and they will get you killed. So you know, you see, there's a rubber pad. I don't need that right now. I'm not looking for that. Okay, so yep, they just blew up an arc. So see, you want to take your time with this game. Be patient. Loot up, move around. This is not one of those games, like I said, you're going to be running and gunning. Unless you play with teams. So see a battery, industrial charger, and rubber parts. I'm going to take the blue items for now, but once again, that is not what we're looking for, but at least some loot is good loot, especially the blue ones, because remember, you can recycle or sell it. And you get a lot of XP for scavenging, by the way. Oh. That's, oh. Little critters are no joke. See, now how to recharge my shield and recharge everything because I got attacked by a spider. Mechanical spider, by the way. See, I need a tick pod. So it has a little item, so it kind of tells you that. Oh, there's another one in here. I hear it. You got to keep your eyes peeled. Let's go search this guy here. We need arc power cells, and we need more of these because I have them tracked apparently. I'll find out what I have it tracked for later, but that's the good thing about keeping track of your items, because you get a little track icon on it, and you know if that's an item you need. If not, because you don't want to loot everything. You don't want to pick up everything. See, like this, electrical components. I need that. Wires I don't need. Voltage I don't need, but I'm going to put it up here on the blue, and I'll keep green here. But see this icons here? These are tracked. So I'm going to keep all my tracked items up top. Least favorite items up here. Blue, blue, blue. So basically that's the name of the game. Just loot, get what you need, and get out of here. Real quick, if you look at the map, your extraction points, this one closes in 8 minutes. Then the next one is either this one over here or this one over here in 17, 12, or 22 minutes. So we have time to loot around, but it does get crazier the longer you wait. So rubber pad. See, electrical components I do need. Now we got 4. Rubber parts I don't really need, but I may need it for crafting. And eventually you're going to be able to craft in game. So let me see, crafting. See, let's say I wanted to craft more bandages right now. I need 5 pieces of fabric, and I should be able to craft more bandages for myself right in the middle of the game instead of waiting to go back to the lobby or die. Rusted tools I needed. Yes. Magnet, no. Metal parts. Maybe I'll keep them there. So let me see what I needed that for. Power cable, Hornet driver. Rest of the gear, okay. I know I'm probably blocking it with my camera, but I'm just looking at what I need to get. So that's what you got to do. You got to be organized. See what you need. See what you need to get and get out of here, man. I'm telling you. Hopefully we don't come across any of those issues, but you'll see. Remember, other people might be looting for the same things you need. There's a little timer at the top. You see 21 minutes and 12 seconds. That tells you how long you have to get out of this map. And see your abilities from that tree. You can search and breach faster and quieter. Medium ammo. We could use medium ammo later. And you just rinse and repeat. Different maps have different difficulties, different POIs, different things you need to come across. And you guys haven't even seen the robots just yet. Power cable, that's what I need. And those are the... Oh, I'm getting shot by that robot I told you. Shoot the wings. It destabilizes it. There you go. But see, now he cost me shield, so I have to recharge my shield. This is why it's important to carry with you shield recharges and stuff like that, because when those things come around, see that, there you go. I need a Hornet driver. So I got 4 things I'm tracking here. Simple gun parts, we can use that. So you see what I'm saying? It's not just trying to fight people or anything. You do have these robots, and that was a little like arc. That wasn't even nothing crazy. There are other. You'll eventually see. This is the map, so you can see how crazy it looks out there. The graphics are stunning. Crazy, amazing job they did with this game, and it's just getting started, guys. This game just you know, just released. Let me go down here. I may be pushing my luck, but let me see if I can find anything else. Somebody is extracting, because I hear. Or we're back down where we started. I did a loop, basically. So yeah, they just extracted because I hear it. See, 3 minutes left to get out from that elevator here. If not, next stop, I have to go over here.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Might be a little too late for this one here, so we're gonna have to probably start making our way over there. So right now, as you can see, my book bag is full with items. Safe pocket. I need a... Let me see. What do I want to take with me in case I die? Power cable, Hornet driver. So that Hornet driver, if you put it in your safe pocket, worst case, if you die, at least you leave with that, and you can take it back with you. Because remember, if I get killed here, I lose all this, including the gun, the light shield, and the ferro. So you don't want to die, guys. You want to make friends. You want to negotiate. You want to figure things out. You don't want to die in this game. That's why it's an extraction shooter. Basically, want to extract, get out. So that elevator is leaving in 2 minutes. But I don't think I get out of this building up there in time. Oh, wait. I know I heard that thing. Arc alloy, tick pod. And we could take one of those. North complex elevator closes in 90 seconds. The chances of me getting to that in 90 seconds is very slim. Yeah, we're gonna keep looting just for this purpose of this video. I'm gonna risk it a little bit, all in good fun, just trying to explain these things to you. Hopefully we can get out of this alive. So I'm just breaching and looting away. More rubber parts. I think yeah. What if I that on here? I like that no one's really bothering and no one's in here, so I'm gonna take advantage. Looks like I got a water pump already. There's a water fill out there. There was a water pump somewhere here, right? Uh-oh. That's gonna wig out the camera. That's our grenade. All right, so there's one of those flying robots or arcs or whatever you want to call them. I don't think I've been down here. You do have a flashlight too, guys. Rusted bolts. Is that what I need? It says rusted gear. I don't think rusted bolts counts. What can I get rid of just in case, just to check? Drop item. I picked it up again. Alright, so I picked up the rusted bolt. Let me see. Does that count? No, that's just rusted gear. So that's useless. Where is it? Where are the rusted bolts? On the rusted tools I can keep. Oh, we'll just keep this for now. Another word of advice, always keep your weapon out. Although you could run faster with your like crowbar or whatever, but animations are very slow here to take your weapons out and stuff, and you don't want to get caught with no weapon out, and then let's say you do run across someone that's not friendly, it's gonna probably be game over for you. Lights out. Okay, so it looks like I finally made it outside. Remember, gunshots attract attention. So we need a... Oh, no. You see all those things over there? Those are things you don't want to be fighting right now, especially as a beginner. Somehow I need to make it across this map. Where's the next... So see, 0, that's it. I can't... It's closed now. Can't take that elevator extract. This is the next best one, and it closes in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. It might not be...
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
Might not be enough. I need more time, so we're going to go this way. Longer route, but at least we got some time. If I run across that and I come across those arcs or whatever... They all have names. I haven't learned them yet. You don't want to fight those things right now. Not with this loot and these weapons. See, these things are always going around scanning, looking for people. Uh-oh. There was another one. Oh, that turret saw me. Another thing you can do right and left hand peek, by the way, which is very good in this game. I shouldn't be wasting too much time here looting, but I need the sick pod. Gotta make my way over there. Arc alloys, light ammo. Hold on. I need that. Alright, really need to start making my way over there. Alright, I feel like I'm going in circles here. Probably am. You gotta learn. I say, I'm gonna tell you guys word of advice. Try land the same spot over and over and learn ins and outs so you know how to get out of these places, because I've gone into trouble where I'm running short on time and I don't know how to make it out of these buildings. All right, we're trying to make our 10 minutes room and we're trying to make our way over there. It's 588 meters away.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
Yes, I'm trying.
10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
So this is a straightaway here. Just gotta try not to run into any of those arc robots. It's quiet right now. There's one straight ahead, so I gotta be very careful. There's 3 over there. Remember, I have a lot of loot on me. And I don't want to attract any attention to myself, especially with those robots. Arcs, whatever. Rocketeers, they all have names. I call them all robots. Yeah, here flying. I'm gonna try to get up. There's more that way. My gun ready. They're patrolling and scanning the areas. Remember, your stamina runs out. Every now and then, just stop running for a little bit. I'm trying to make it to my safe zone. I'm telling you, this game is very involved. We're almost there. Now we gotta get to the top of that building, I think. There has to be a zip line or something around here. Once again, kind of have to know where you're at. They do give audio cue signals. Okay. Okay, I'm up top. I hear something crawling, which doesn't sound good. You have to call the elevator. See that button right there? But there's this thing over there, you see? I don't want to fight that thing. What's going to happen though is the moment I press this button, see, it's going to call, it's going to make a lot of noise, and it's going to attract the attention of a couple of things. First one being is, you see that little, see that thing's over there? I don't want to shoot it because it's going to cause a lot of attention. Well, it's already causing a lot of attention with this. See, it's scanning. I may have to fight this thing. Uh-oh. It's coming. Come on. It's gonna try to shoot me. Okay. Thank God the thing climbed up. You see? All right, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That was a great game or match or round or whatever you want to call it, at least for this video, to kind of explain to you what's going on. Hopefully you guys have been following along. And you can see here, it gives you a whole like rundown of what you did here. So you started here, basically, arrived on surface. Over here, you found loot. Over here, you fought a couple of, see, it tells you the Hornets. You got hurt, loot found, turret, loot found. Then we trekked this whole thing here. All the way right here, we, those spiders, we damaged or blew them up, and right here, that wasp we destroyed, and we returned home safely in a total of 25 minutes and 13 seconds. So this is pretty cool because it gives you a whole rundown of your entire journey. We continue. This is the entire loot that I managed to escape or evacuate with, and as you can see up here, 24,777 coins. That's what my entire loot of everything I looted is worth right now. So a lot of the things that we needed, we found, and of course in our safe pocket we have what we needed. So as you can see here, this is also something, this is a public service announcement to most people that are going to play this game, already probably play this game, just started, or plan to. As you can see, a big chunk of your XP is from scavenging, from being on the surface, so like you didn't just go in and escape right away, and then a safe return bonus. You don't get that much XP for killing other people. So if your main objective is to get into this game and just try to eliminate everyone, get kills, first of all, reset your wiring, because that's not what this game is about. When you do jump into squads and with other people, yes, there's going to be a lot of PvP matches. It's going to be 4-on-4s, 3-on-3s, and then you're going to take the other person's loot. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's that way, but it is. But in solos, as you can see, I ran into the other guy and he said, don't shoot, please. And I told him, don't worry about it. Don't shoot. I'm good, friendly. We're all good here. And it was a friendly interaction. We went about our ways and it worked out. But just take a second to look at this. A lot of your XP is from scavenging, damaging arcs, and how long you spend in the map before you actually extract. So keep that in mind. And you also, right here, I got 1 skill point. So we're going to continue. There are your rewards. And we're back to Speranza. So I'm just going to finalize everything in this video. Apparently, I'm rookie 1. You kept your rank. Nice. And I can go to trials, and you see it here. Rookie 2, you get a happy jig emote. Rookie 3, you get a black eye faced out and a happy jig emote, I guess. Try hard, you get an archaeologist backpack. Same thing for the tryhards, the wild cards, and the daredevils, and then the cantina legend. So you do get some dope rewards for being ranked. There's weekly trials, so damage hornets, deliver carryables, damage rocketeers, leapers, or bastions, destroy pops, and open arc probes. So these are the names: the hornets, then you got the leapers, the rocketeers, and then you got these pops, and you get, like I said, so much to do in this game, guys. Hopefully you've been following along and you managed to make it towards the end of this video. Here we go. So once again, this is why it's important to expand your stash, because now, as you can see, you're going to want to put away some stuff. So you can either hold shift right here, quick move. So you can hold shift and remove it from your stash. So shift, click on it, move, right? You can do all of these. You see, I ran out of space already. So there are certain things. So I have too many binoculars. I don't think I need all these. So I'm gonna, let me see, recycle. You get plastic parts and rubber parts. Nah, I'm gonna sell it because I need money. Let me see here. See if it's to expand. I need 40,000 coins. I do have 40,000 coins. Oh, I thought it was grayed out. My fault. So you click on upgrade stash. Boom. Stash has been upgraded. Look at this. I know the camera's in the way, but now I have so much more space. So I can dump everything here. See? Take it out. And now merge stacks. There you go. So as you can see here, now my stash is full. I took everything out of this. I'm down to 88 coins, so I need more currency to expand again. I'm gonna need 60,000 coins now to expand. And then remember what I was telling you, that we've been logging things. So in order to upgrade the medical lab 2, I need one more cracked vial scanner. Unfortunately, we didn't go to a medical center. Still a long way to go for the gunsmith 3. The refiner 2, I need to find 3 toasters. But we are ready to upgrade our gear bench to 2. So we found the 3 power cables, we found the 5 electrical components, and we found the 5 Hornet drivers. So we're gonna go over to our workshop. You see there's a little icon here indicating there's something ready. Go there. First one being is that Scrappy has found more stuff for us, so we claim it. Thank you. Scrappy always coming through. And which is the workbench that we can level up? Nope. It was a gear one. So see, you go up here to, I'm not gonna craft anything, I just want to level it up. So right here we have all the necessary resources needed to upgrade it, and we're gonna upgrade it here live. Boom. So now our gear bench is level 2. And if you notice, well, you probably didn't notice because I didn't do this video from the beginning, your apartment starts becoming cleaner, looks nicer. The desk look more modern, sort of. And now look, now I can have blueprints for a combat MK2, and they're better. And see, now I can finally get and craft a heavy shield, which I wasn't able to do so before. I never had one, but I need 1 power rod and I need 2 voltage converters. I have 5 already. Here, these are an Exodus, so it's not gonna be easy, but nonetheless, we have successfully in this video managed to upgrade to gear bench 2. After this video, I'm gonna go and work on trying to upgrade my guns. I need better guns, so I need a better gunsmith bench, or station. So I need to find 2 more mechanical components, 1 more sentinel firing core, and 3 rusted gears that can be found in industrial. All right, so there you have it, guys. There you go. That's pretty much how this boils down. I know it's a lot of information to take, but just to break it down as simple as possible, one thing I didn't mention, if you go into damn battlegrounds or any of these and confirm, you up here, you can go in with a free loadout, basic free weapons, a free gun. It's not going to be a good one. I think you got like one bandage, one shield recharger, and you got a light shield, and that's it. I highly suggest you do the first couple of games with these. Don't venture out. Don't go crazy. Don't start attacking people. Don't try to fight these robots. With these free loadouts, be sneaky, be like a ninja, move around, loot, get your stuff. Extract as much as you can as quickly as possible. Go into a match for 5 minutes, get some stuff, get out, go back in, another free loadout, get your stuff, get out. You can do free loadouts. You don't have to use your custom loadouts that you have here and utilize all your stuff. So something I forgot to mention. All right, so there you have it, guys. That's basically like a short, or not really short, but well, for this game, yes, it's a short video or short intro video into Arc Raiders. As you can see, it's very involved. You have to keep track of your resources, your quests, the stuff that you need to upgrade, items that you need to create, craft, make, and not to mention that you can also go into the matches and, you know, loot these items you may come across and find a gun that you were looking for. You don't have to craft it no more, or other items like ammo or shields, or, you know, or you may even come across downed raiders, which has happened to me. I've come across like bodies and I'm like, oh, well, this person died. Open up, you know, you can loot them, search their backpack, and all of a sudden I found a really good weapon. I found a couple of things I needed, like quick revives, shield rechargers, ammo, and some resources that I needed for other, you know, either quests or items that I needed to craft. So there's a lot of things that are involved in this game. Like I said, from exploring, trying to make it out alive, trying not to get killed, killing those like hornets, leapers, whatever, the, you know, the little electrical spiders, mechanical spiders, turrets. And then of course you may come across, I have, I think twice already, people that don't care. They just want to straight up gun you down and see what you have in your book bag and take it and just keep moving. For the most part, solos is your safest bet. You're going to run into mostly friendly people. I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Others might look at you, maybe fire a warning shot, or maybe down you and maybe ask you some questions and maybe revive you. I don't know. But the point being is you need resources. Go in there, loot it up, bring it back to Speranza, craft your weapons, craft your workstation, craft your stuff so you get better gear to go back into these more difficult maps to get even better loot, and just work your way up. Start with free loadouts, damn battlegrounds, loot in and out, get as much stuff as possible, upgrade your workstations, upgrade your weapons, craft your weapons, and then start working your way into the more difficult maps or the more difficult POIs. Get out of there, make it out alive, and just have fun. I'm telling you, this is a game that you can just sit here, time flies, you can sit down, you know, have a cup of coffee, have a drink, whatever you want, loot, move around, get your stuff, and just keep progressing and working on it. This is what I love about this game in particular. Third person is a plus, and you can also move to left and right vantage points. So there's a lot more content I need to make on this. I'm relying on you guys to let me know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know. Type Ayo Ray in the comments if you made it to the end. Hit that subscribe button, and also let me know, just if you have questions, you can join my Discord. We can team up, we can play. Let me know. I'm going to be playing a lot more of Arc Raiders here, and if you want another video like this, just type away in the comments. I'm gonna make some either way, but let me know what you guys want to see, or if you have any questions. I see you guys in the comment sections. You already know Ayo Ray Gaming signing off. Arc Raiders first video. There's a lot more to come. See you guys. Peace.